Start streaming. We're streaming now. Okay. Oh, excellent connection. Here we go, maybe.
Hey.
Hey!
Okay.
Oh.
We're on.
I don't think we're live.
I think we are, honey.
Oh, okay.
But it's a delay.
Yeah, there's a delay. Hey, everybody. If you're there. Hey, Sean and Allison here from Spoken Garden. We had some we had some technical difficulties, and yeah, so here we are. This is our first live. This is pretty fun for us. It's been a big learning curve.
Yeah, big learning curve, and we're so happy to be here, and we're thankful that you're here with us. So there's a bit of a delay. Can you let us know if you're seeing a delay or if you can tell if there's a delay?
Yeah, and also if you can hear us, that would be great. We've got microphones on, but we're not sure if they're actually connecting yet. We think they are, though. So, yeah, so cool. So welcome, everybody. And
this is our backyard.
Yeah, welcome to our backyard.
A few videos from here in the past.
Yeah. So, yeah, today's Wednesday. We're doing our first live, if you didn't know. And it's actually day 170 of our Quarantine Gardener series that's turned into the Spoken Garden Daily. And so, yeah, this is exciting.
This is exciting. Yeah, if you haven't caught that, we decided to change the name and kind of play around with that a little bit because we just didn't think Quarantine Gardeners sounded right anymore.
Yeah.
We're not really totally quarantined. I mean, we're home. We're not really going anywhere, but I don't know, that label we just wanted to change it.
Yeah, didn't seem right. And just like you probably, we're kind of tired of all of the quarantine business. And even though we're being safe, we're masking up, we still thought it'd be good to change the name out.
Yeah.
So, wow.
So, here we go.
Yeah, here we go. So, today we're gonna go over how to plant a fall perennial planter, and we've got our planter here. We've got our plants out in front here, and we'll show you those in a minute. So I think we were going to have people look at some of the plants, have you guys look at the plants, and then tell us, hopefully in the chat, if you can hear us, what you think we should plant together, what you like.
Yeah, so I mean, you should see all these beautiful plants in front of us right now. We'll see if we can get this set up.
How's that?
So,
yep.
Okay. I mean, you see like a sea of purple and yellow. It's so fall.
Got some mums here.
Centric. Love it.
Got our Michaelmas daisies right here. Oh. And then we've got some pansies.
Oh, those are so beautiful.
Now, we've got pansies and we've got violas. Is the violas?
Right up front. Look at these beautiful little orange flowers.
Yeah, you guys.
So pretty.
Now, if you don't know, these are very closely related plants, but one thing to consider when looking at these to know the difference is that pansies have, I think, 5 petals, if I remember right. It's been a while since we looked at these. They have 5 flower petals, and they've got 2 on top right here, and then they've got 3 actual petals all overlapping each other down below. And so then there's the difference with the violas.
And the flower size, I mean, look at that's one of the easiest ways to spot that right away.
Yep.
So violas are a lot smaller, where pansies obviously are a lot larger. So.
And I think on the violas too, the petals, there's 4 down below and only 1 up above, really. So instead of seeing 2 petals up top, there's only 1 here, and then there's 4 down below. So pretty cool.
So that's kind of a little nerd fact.
Yeah, nerding out, it's fun.
Here, let's move this up.
Okay.
Okay. So, like Sean said, Michaelmas daisies are more commonly known as asters, and there's so many different cultivars.
Oh, there's a lot.
In fact, oh, that's right. We got magic purple. Ooh. So just sounded kind of fun.
It's pretty.
But look at those cute little flowers. You know, they're so delicate and bright, just vibrant. What else do we have?
Well, we've got the Gazania, which is super cool.
That's a new one for us. We've never grown this.
Yep, we haven't grown this, but look at that. It's got that grayish green foliage, and it reminds me of a Dusty Miller. I don't know if you're familiar with that or not, but we can grow that pretty easy around here. And so this foliage reminds me of a Dusty Miller.
It is, and you know, unfortunately it's a little crispy right now, and we're kind of worried, but I think it'll snap out of it. We have had some crazy weather here in the Pacific Northwest. It's been really hot, We've had crazy high winds, like everything on our deck blew off. We have these huge fir trees above us here, and everything just fell. And then the smoke.
Yep, we're getting wildfire smoke from the east, which never usually blows in from the east. The wind doesn't blow that direction usually. So we're getting all this weird weather with the wind, and we're getting the smoke. It's actually pretty smoky out here right now.
It's really hazy right now, and so if we start coughing, sorry, but I don't know, you might start seeing stuff flying through the air, other than the birds that'll probably be behind us soon. Dinner time, you know.
Dinner time.
But let's see. Okay, we have, so that's the reason again that this is a little crispy. But
a little crispy. Okay.
So we have 2 different mums. Did we show these yet? I don't think we did.
Brought this one up, but didn't really talk about them.
Aren't they pretty?
Yep. This one's Orano Orange. So that's pretty. And so...
really fall color looking, isn't it? It's just...
And you know what, guys? It's fun, too, because I just noticed this plant was actually grown locally and in a place called Yelm, Washington, which is south and east of us. It's always good to get locally grown plant material because it'll be more acclimatized to your area and your region. It's fine if you don't want to, if you want to get stuff that's grown in either California or if you want to get something that's grown in the Midwest. Just make sure to check, you know, we're always talking about this, just make sure to check your hardiness zones, your USDA hardiness zones, to make sure that it's hardy enough and will survive in your garden, in your region where you live.
Yeah, super important. And this one's from Yelm as well, and we're going to call out Jason's Greenhouse.
Jason's Greenhouse did a good job.
So that's cool. So this is called Fonty White. So I love this because it just goes with everything. I mean, you can put it with purple. I mean, you can put it with anything. It really pops. So that'll be a fun one for you guys maybe to consider as we plant our container coming up here pretty soon.
Really cool.
What else? Ooh.
So, here we go.
Got our Susan.
Yep.
If you watched our Black-Eyed Susan plant chat the other day, you might remember this guy.
Mm-hmm. Yep. This is, it's considered an annual in our area, but it's actually a biennial technically, but sometimes it'll be a temporary perennial. It's a beautiful plant. And so if you don't know what temporary perennial, if you don't know what temporary perennial means it will go on past the 2-year cycle that a regular biennial will for maybe 1 or 2 years, and then it will die down. But the great thing is that these do produce seeds. And so once it goes to flower that last year, if the seeds spread in your garden or if you collect them and then you plant them out in your garden, then you'll be able to continue this plant's progeny and be able to see this specific plant over and over and over again. So in a way, it's kind of perennial.
Kind of feels like a perennial, right? But it's technically different plants. I want to know, and I don't see our plant take. I forget. This is a new one that we've never grown before, and I can't remember how tall it's supposed to get.
I can't either.
It'll be a surprise, I guess.
Or we'll find the tag.
We'll find the tag somewhere. We try to be organized, but sometimes things are moving around. Okay, I love this. Oh.
Got it?
So look at this beautiful dianthus. It's got some deadheading that needs to happen here. And again, it's doing better. Yesterday, it had a rough time in this weather we're having, let's put it that way. We had it in the shade, but it still kind of got a little crispy. But you can see the beautiful color, the flowers, and the foliage, it's kind of a grayish green color. Love it.
It's a great contrast to all these bright and dark greens. So yeah, especially that pink with the purple and the white, it's just great.
We had one other plant that I was so excited about, and I'm gonna grab it. I'll be right back.
Yeah, ran into an issue, it happens.
You guys, so this beautiful little ornamental cabbage, which I guess we're probably gonna have to replace now, it's been infested by aphids. So
I've been thinking about this though. I've got a plan.
Oh, we have a plan.
So in the Pacific Northwest, we know, this side note, we know fall's coming because the spiders are everywhere. There's spider webs everywhere. And so in the fall, they just come out of the woodwork, literally, they're everywhere. So what we can do as a natural pest control is put this plant maybe by one of the spider webs, the bigger ones, and maybe it'll take care of the aphids for us.
Well, that makes sense. Spiders are predators, but I always thought ants, try to get them near, or no, that's...
Well, the ants, right? No, the ants will hurt them.
The ants will hurt.
Yeah, they don't eat them. They'll herd them.
They'll herd them. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, so I mean,
how cute that was though, and I was so excited. I wanted to show you guys how pretty this would be together, and similar care needs. So yeah.
Yep. Well,
so this guy's going to be off to the side, and we'll be rehabbing that one.
Yeah, we'll see what the spiders can do for us. So cool.
Okay.
So I guess we should start thinking about planting our planter. So, so we haven't seen any responses from anybody yet. Maybe you can hear us, maybe you can't. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have any favorites that you want to put together? And another thing to consider is we actually need to group these first.
Yes.
Right? We haven't done that yet.
Well, and group them by how, because there's different ways to group plants.
I know. So when maybe we'll go through our process.
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that'd be great.
You want to start?
Oh, okay. I was going to let Allison start. You don't want to start?
No, go ahead.
Okay. So usually what I do when I'm looking at plants to put in pots or even in the ground is I will look at them and make sure that, of course, they have, you probably heard us say this before, the right sun needs, the water needs, soil needs, and water needs. So luckily for all of these plants, they're really close with all of those. So it'll be really easy that way to put them all together. From that standpoint, we could basically put any of these together because all of these will take full sun, maybe a little partial shade, but they'll definitely take full sun. Regular watering is a need, and the soil, we're using potting soil over here, so that's no big deal. Yeah, so I think from that standpoint, we can mix and match anything we want from there.
Awesome. Well, okay. If you guys don't have any ideas, we'll start kind of putting some combos together.
So what we need to do is we need to ask Allison what she likes for colors.
Well, again, I'm still a little sad about that cabbage. I mean, I go right to this purple aster is so pretty. I don't know. There's so many beautiful combinations here. I'm like, I don't even know. Plus, you guys, we were going to make a planter here for you guys, and we need to put one together for our book. Now, we wrote the book already. It's already like in post-production or wherever it resides right now in the process. They're working on the layouts, I think is the last we've heard. So that's super fun. But we have a bonus guide that we're putting together. And one of the bonus guides is going to be a fall planted container.
How to do actually this.
And it's more a how-to. Like we're going to show you what we're going to do, and we'll do a little bit of kind of our steps, but that's going to be more detailed. Yeah,
it'll be a lot more detailed. This is our style. This is how we do it on a regular basis, just to give you beginning gardeners out there, or even advanced gardeners if you're looking for new ideas, our process and how we do it. So whatever we don't make today will probably be saved aside for that, for the book. So totally, and you'll see it in the bonus guide if you buy the book.
That's true. So I don't know. I'm kind of at a loss because I'm just like overwhelmed by all the pretty stuff.
So something,
do you have any ideas?
Yeah. So something I was just thinking about is, do we want something that clashes, something that's really like the colors are just super bright and clash together and really, burst, or do we want something more subtle? Like we'll take some of the yellow and the oranges and place those together, something like that.
I'm thinking this white. Ooh. Let's see if you guys can see what we're doing here. Kind of thinking this white mum. Maybe, let's see what the height is on that.
And guys, this is all part of the process too. It's just literally setting the potted plants into the container and seeing how they look, seeing how they match up. We already know that these plants are going to be in this pot for this fall season, and then probably maybe in the spring, we're going to take these out and plant them other places because they're going to grow a little bit. They're eventually going to outgrow this spot, this container, with the space that's available. And so knowing that, that's part of our process too, is knowing what's going to happen afterwards, because we don't want to throw these plants away a lot of people do after they're done for the season. We want to keep them, so we'll figure out that part a little bit later. But right now, this is all part of our process.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you want to come over here?
Yeah, I'm just like, I don't know, I kind of need to play. We haven't really done this yet. Other than the cabbage, I had that earmarked for one specific arrangement, but we can't use it. So I don't know, that's not doing it for me.
Not doing it? Okay.
Yeah. I think that's too big for this. This needs to be elsewhere.
Okay.
Loving this dianthus, and the foliage is so beautiful, and I feel like that would be that's pretty.
I like the contrast too of the soft green, a little bit harder but finer leaf on the mum, and then also just this feathery looking part. This almost looks feathery to me compared to the rest of these
really
behind
does.
it.
And the height, I like the difference in height. And the mums will get a little taller as well, but.
And again, guys, this is all part of the process. When you put a pot together, you might want some variation in levels of the plants and how they grow and their size, because it creates, what's a good word for that? It creates layers.
Interest, just
definitely,
texture.
Definitely.
Even. I mean, the texture of all these different leaf, just the differences in the way they look. It adds a lot of interest.
It does. really does.
What do you think?
I like that. That's cool. What if we do?
Yeah, let's play.
What if we do that? Is that too much?
Ooh, now see, here in our Seattle area, this is UW Husky colors, and we're talking to a Coug, so which is crimson and
Crimson and gray.
Crimson and gray.
Crimson and gray.
So my college didn't have that great of colors. It was navy, actually navy and gray.
Go
That was
Cougs.
fine. We didn't have a good football team though. So.
The Vikings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Western up in Bellingham. So I don't know. I feel like that's a little too.
It's a little too bright.
Too many colors
too many.
going on.
What about that? Here, let's turn that this way so it's.
Now we're just kind of.
Now we're really stretching it, aren't we?
I don't know. I'm still kind of liking the white.
Yeah. Okay.
Because it's got that little bit of kind of like light yellow center, which will pull out the pansy, and then the foliage really goes well together.
Pretty.
What do you guys think?
Nice.
Is that a good? Should we go with that?
Yeah, I like it.
Okay.
I haven't seen any comments yet, so.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's go with this.
Okay, I like it.
Yeah, I'm gonna trade you spots.
Yeah. I was gonna mention something else, and now I forgot. So it happens, right? So.
I know.
Here. Is that okay? Okay. So. Something to consider, guys, is the biggest plant that you have for your container. You can go ahead and plant that first, and that gives you a good starting point. Some people go with the smallest, some people go, another direction. For me, what I like to do is go with the biggest plant, and that helps me position the other plants later on. Oh, I know what I was going to tell you. So usually when you put plants together, whether it's plants or flowers or anything like that, odd numbers. Odd numbers are the way to go because it's more appealing to our eye. We actually subconsciously we're drawn to the odd numbers, which is interesting in itself. But so that's why we have 3 plants for this pot. We could put 4, we could put 6, but 6 would be a lot. 4 might be a little too much. So
it's funny, that's so automatic for us. I didn't even think to explain that. Just pop them in. We were doing 3.
Yep. For us, it's automatic
it's
to
kind
think
of
like
automatic.
that. So. Yep.
And plus, the pot's really not that big. So, yeah, like you said, 5 would be too many. 1 is not enough. So.
Yep. So, we got a visitor.
Oh.
Hi there. Bye there.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So
Okay.
let's do this.
So we've got some tools just in case. We grabbed some pruners. Maybe you can explain why you got these out.
So grab the hand pruners because some of these plants are a little bit bigger. They're in bigger pots. You never know until you pull the plant out of the pot what you're going to run into for roots. And so sometimes the roots will be going around the pot, and so you don't want that. But also when you take it out, you only have so much space in the pot. It's like it's its own environment. And so what you want to do is take that into consideration. You have limited space. You might have to prune some of those roots away. And so to do that, we've got these.
Just in case. Corona, by the way. And Corona. We love Corona. So red-handled.
Yep. So you can always use a nice hand trowel to get this done. You can use your hands too. I'll use either one. I really don't mind. Sometimes it's fun to just dig in the dirt.
It is. That's how we usually do it, actually.
I'm going to set this down. I'm going to make a hole. Oh, there.
Sure, you guys
Thank
can
you.
see.
Yeah, you want to see
Let's
stuff,
block
right?
the whole work.
So, and I'm battling the sun too. So.
I know.
But that's okay. So I'm just going to make a hole here. Go down a little deeper. So we're going to pause on the hole, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the plant. We're going to take the tag out because we want to keep those because we like to remember what we have.
As long as we can keep track of them.
So I'm going to bring this out of the pot. And look at that. Okay, so not too bad of roots. You can see there's some root structure going on here. It's going down, but it's not running around. It's not root bound. So that's really good. So to get this plant into this pot and to fit the other ones in, I'm going to break up the soil. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this pot over here, and I'm going to take the plant. I'm going to take some of this dirt off of here. I'm just going to take this off. It's crumbling off. I'm not hurting the plant because the roots aren't up at the top of the soil for this pot, which is good. That's a really good sign. If they were, then there might be watering issues. There could be other root issues, especially circling roots. So this is a really good sign. See all the fun stuff you're learning? You didn't even know. So, and then let's just take some of this and crumble it off a little bit. I'm doing it lightly so I don't hurt the plant. It's going to lose a little bit of root mass when I do this, but this is all part of the process. And these plants, when watered and cared for properly, will regrow those root masses fairly quickly. So something to consider too is there will be transplant shock on all of these plants. So after we get them planted, they will droop a little bit. They're not going to look the best, but after maybe a couple days to a week, they'll snap out of it and they're going to look great. So just make sure to know that.
I'm gonna angle this down for you guys just a little bit.
Okay guys, so we can put this over here. Maybe we can move this over here. So what I've done is you've seen I've made a hole here. I'm making like a little mound in the middle of the hole so I can set the plant down on that and there's no air pockets underneath it. And this is like planting plants 101, like basic stuff. So if you're not gonna hear it from us here, you'll hear it from us later on somewhere else or some of our previous content. So here we go. I'm going to set it down in. And when you do this, make sure to set it down and see where this level is, that the original level in the pot, where the plant actually was. Because this is the level that you want to bring this soil up to once you're done. Right now we don't have to worry about it. We can grab some more soil and we can put that in here after we place everything. We need to make sure we're aware of that level and then match all the other plants up to that level. Otherwise, it's going to be too high, might be too low, and that can bring other problems into focus, and you don't want that. So we're going to go a little bit deeper because that was, okay, and I'm making my mound again. Little mound in the center. Take care of that air pocket. Set her down in. Okay, that's a little bit better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, then once you do that, guys, take the plant and just pivot it around, because what you want to do, each plant has a good side and an okay side and an okay side and the back side. So this to me looks like the front side of the plant.
Yeah, I think so.
And so you're going to want all the plants to have their good side facing the same direction if this plant is going to be in one specific place facing out. So just something to consider, have their good sides facing all the same direction.
Plus we're kind of perfectionists, so it takes us a while to plant things sometimes because we keep moving them.
So here we go. So what I'm doing is I like where the placement is. I'm just going to start putting this in here. I'm going to start putting some of that soil around this plant. Oh, and another thing, guys, make sure the plant's straight up. If it's cattywampus off to the side, that's not going to go good. It's not going to look right and it's going to screw it up for growing.
Just want to say hi really quick to Real Genie. Thanks for chiming in.
Oh,
Hope
yeah.
you're doing well.
Yeah, thanks.
Hope I said that right.
All right, cool. So here we go. So our first plant is in.
I love it.
So next up, we need to, before I say that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you guys, what Allison and I like to do is we like to get, when we have 3 plants, we're putting them in a planter or out in the garden. We think of shapes. We're a little weird, but we think of shapes. And so when we put them in these planters or in the ground, we think of 3s in a triangle because that's an easy shape. It's geometric. That is our planting pattern. So we kind of think maybe a little too deep on this, but we like to think of things like that because it helps with placement. So we've got our first part, our first corner of our triangle right here. The next part's going to go over here, and the next part after that is going to go right over here. And see, we got our triangle.
Yep.
So, okay, enough of that. Let's get to it.
Nerd alert.
Nerd alert. Okay, so we're making a hole, We're not on a ship, making a hole. Sorry, bad joke. Bad joke. Okay. Wow. Where was our guy? This guy?
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
That one in the yellow.
Okay. Allison will tell you I'm full of bad jokes.
Really bad. Oh, this guy's root bound.
Whoa, look at that. Isn't that cool?
Look at how they just circle and circle and circle because they have nowhere else to go.
This is a great example of a root-bound plant. Seriously.
Wow.
It's almost all roots. You can barely see any of the soil behind it and for the rest of the pot. So, okay guys, so what we do when this happens is we take the plant, start breaking it apart. And what I mean by that is, so basically I'll show you. I'm going to take my fingers, I'm going to take my thumbs, I'm going to press in. This isn't going to hurt the plant. Everything's okay. So, and then we just tear it apart and you kind of make a little, you almost just kind of do that. Kind of bring it apart.
Like it has legs.
Yeah, kind of, yeah, that's a good analogy, yeah. And so what's going to happen is we've just created, we're breaking up those roots. And so a lot of these we really don't want, unfortunately. They're good roots, they're fun to have, and the plant likes them, but it's not going to be useful in the pot. If they're circling, it's just going to be kind of screwy. So we're going to take some of these off, and I'm just going to pinch these off. I'm going to just take these off here. Just move these. And then I'm going to just break these up a little bit more, because what we want to do is we don't want these roots to actually stay in this configuration after it's planted. We want the roots to radiate out from its new planting area, because then it'll have more access to water and nutrients and even air. And so If we didn't do that, it would actually, if we planted it just as it came out of the pot, it would stay circling. Most of the roots would just stay circling, and that's not good for the plant's health. So for healthier plants, break up the roots when they're root bound. Okay, so here we go. We've got radiated roots. I'm going to pull some of this stuff off of here. See? Now see those roots? They're coming out, looking good. We like it. All right. So.
And by the way, total green thumb nerd alert. Actually, both of us.
Oh, so where's our good side?
Oh, good side.
Good side. Is that our good side? Do you like that?
You guys like that? Does that look right?
Yep. Yep. Does that look good?
I think so.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe got some new blooms coming in over here.
So pretty.
Okay, so that's how we're doing it. And let's check that level. The level is good.
Okay.
Okay, good. This level of this plant matches up with the level of our carnation that we just planted. So we're good to go. Let's move this soil back around those
Love
roots.
that you call this a carnation and not dianthus. Kind of interchangeable sometimes.
They are, because they're kind of the same
kind of
plant.
Same plant.
Yeah, just different names at different times of year. So, okay, here we go.
I hope that looks good. Hope you guys like that.
Do you like it?
I love it.
That's what really matters, right?
I
right,
love
guys?
it.
Is if Allison likes it.
No,
So-
I'm happy with it.
Okay, good.
Let's see, I'm gonna move this up just a little bit so you don't see the
Alright.
top of our head here. Hopefully, it's a good angle.
Isn't this cool? This is
Yeah.
fun. Hope you guys are liking this. Hope you're having fun with this. Okay, so we're going for our last planting, our triangle. I'm gonna make a hole. Okay, where's our other plant? Which
It's
one was
right
that?
there.
Oh,
It's so pretty.
Very
We have
pretty.
other
Here we go.
options though if you don't like the way that
Okay.
looks in there.
changing things up
I
midstream.
mean, no, we
Okay,
have
fun,
it. It's
fun.
the same plant. It's just a different, I don't know, might be smaller or more upright.
I don't know. I kind
I
of like
think
this
that
one.
one's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
It's always nice to have options.
So guys, this is a fall pansy, and let's see. Does it say specifically? Just so we can just say what it is? Oh, it doesn't really say. That's interesting. Okay. So guys, you're going to find that out. Sometimes that happens. And that's okay.
Yeah.
Yep, it's a fall pansy.
It's
that's
pretty.
That's all we need. Yeah, it's pretty. That's all we need to know. Whoa, look at that.
Oh my gosh.
Interesting. It's on its way to being root bound. But this is really cool. You guys, I don't know if you guys can see this. Maybe can we, is that, I don't know
That's
if we
probably
can.
better. Yeah.
Okay. So if you guys can see that, what we're looking at here is those roots are really fine. They're really, really fine and tiny. And that's cool because these are the feeder roots. When you see really fine, feathery, almost like
really feathery.
Yeah, it's interesting to look at. Those are the feeder roots, and that's what the actual plant takes up a lot of the water and nutrients with. When you get into the harder looking, bigger roots, those aren't taking up a lot of water per se themselves. It's these tiny little feeder roots. So this is really cool.
That is cool.
It's fun to see. You don't get to see that with every plant. So, okay. So again, we're gonna do the old break it up.
We're gonna make some legs.
Making legs, then tearing things apart because gotta just make sure that it's doing good there. Okay, looking good, looking good. Make our hole here with our little mound. Set that down in there. Okay. So is that a good side?
Yeah, I think that side's perfect.
Is that okay?
Everybody's facing out. So
Everybody's facing the
it's good.
right way. Okay, we're gonna bury it. Oh, let's check the level. Yep, we're good. Okay, here we go. Fun. Woohoo!
It's fun to just sit back and watch Sean work. Where's my cocktail?
Uh-oh.
Maybe
Yeah,
next time.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
I know, right? Maybe we'll do
Past
happy
5
hour.
o'clock, yeah. Maybe we need to do a happy hour next time. That'd be
maybe we
fun.
do.
Yeah, let us know
about
if you guys want to do a happy hour. That'd be fun.
That'd be
I mean,
fun.
we can just sit and just talk and share what
plants.
we'll talk plants and share what we're drinking. That'd be good.
That'd be fun.
I'm gonna grab some more soil. Be right
So
back.
I'm going to show you guys what this looks like so far. Let's see, it's kind of heavy, but look at that. What do you think? Did we make a good decision here on the choices? Hope you guys like that, because now the hardest part is going to be, where are we going to put this? Because do we put it in the front yard, or we keep it in the back?
Wherever we're gonna put it's gonna be full sun.
I know.
That'll be fun.
I know, we do have more full sun in the front yard, but it is packed out there. So
Yeah.
maybe we'll do some updates soon and take another tour of what's going on in our front yard.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. So guys, you can see me. I'm just adding some more soil because we were a little bit low. And so what you do when you add more soil to the finishing pot here, the finished product, don't add too much soil that you don't have about maybe a half inch, maybe even a full inch below the rim of the pot, because what you want to do is you want to have enough space for water to collect and stay there so it can then go down. If you get it too high to the rim, basically you're going to put the watering wand over it, water's going to hit, and then it's just going to go over, and the water's not going to go down. So have that lip from the edge of this down. And so I've got it about maybe 3/4 of an inch, and that's good, because what's going to happen after we water this first couple times, everything's going to settle. Everything's going to move down, and we'll get that little over an inch of the lip, and that'll be great, because that's what we want.
Perfect.
Woohoo!
I love it.
Look at it. Isn't that neat?
We accomplished our task.
Yay, new planter.
Okay, we have a lot more to plant, but we don't need to do that.
Nope, we're not going to do that today.
We'll have to figure out which ones we want to put together next.
Yep,
so.
yep.
Okay.
Totally. Okay,
All
right on.
you guys. Well, any questions on what we just did, please let us know. Real G,
Yeah.
we love all your comments. We're cracking up.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you so much. And cocktails and gardening, heck yeah. Love
great.
that.
Right on.
So we were going to take you guys on a little quick tour, but I think we're going to save that for next week, if you don't mind, so we can make sure our streaming software is working.
Yeah, we had some issues with that, so sorry about that, guys.
If you're just joining us, we actually on our end are having a delay, so it's kind of, that's why we keep kind of moving the camera. We're not sure, you know, what's going on. So first live stream, of course we have technical difficulties, right?
It's all good, but it's fun.
It is fun.
This is awesome.
I know.
Yeah.
But I guess with that, we can open it up to any questions about anything other than the planter as well.
Yeah.
If you guys
Yeah,
have
we
any
can.
questions.
Cool.
I know.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm seeing we got a couple thumbs up there. What, 6 thumbs up? Uh-oh, we must have, oh, okay, no. Just 7 watching, 6 thumbs up. It's okay, guys. We don't want to force anybody to do something they don't want to do.
Really appreciate that.
Yeah,
though.
but all the thumbs up we get, that is so awesome.
Totally.
Yep.
First, oh,
Yep,
first
for our
live,
first
so
time, that means a lot, guys.
a little nervous.
That means awesome. That's just awesomeness.
But you always got to you have to launch in and just get started somewhere,
Yep,
right? And
that's how we operate.
We'll keep getting better at this. And
Yep, we promise to keep getting better and keep trying.
We'll figure out our video a little better so it's more,
Yep.
so it's not delayed, because it's kind of hard to know what's going on right now.
Yeah, this is different. Have any of you guys ever done a live stream before?
I'd love to know that.
Yeah, I'd like to know. That'd be fun.
So, and for anybody watching this as a replay, please let us know if you have any questions or if you have any experience, with live streams, because this is a whole new ball game.
Yeah, this is so cool.
It's kind of fun because I was a teacher for 13 years. A lot of you might know that if you've watched some of our videos. So you just have to be on and ready to go. And when you're working with middle school kids like I did for so long, anything goes. And let me tell you, you'd have your lesson ready and everything's like mapped out, and something gets totally derailed and your whole lesson is just done. So you have to improvise, and it was a fun, really fun learning experience.
Okay, totally. Yeah.
But
yeah, I mean,
we'll do a tour next week, and
I think so. I think a tour would be it's overdue.
Yeah, definitely.
But right now it's really, really dry and really hot out here, so we need to postpone that to make sure everything's looking kind of decent.
It's a little better, and especially with all the smoky, hazy stuff.
Yeah.
Hopefully it'll be kind of moved on.
Yeah, it's not as bad as it was yesterday, but there's still smoky haze in the distance, and that's no fun.
It's not fun. So
yep.
I think with that, you guys, we're gonna sign off, right?
Yeah, we can. Yeah, unless you guys have any questions, it'd be fun to get some questions from you guys. If you want to know about any of these plants we presented, if you want us to kind of or go over any of the information we talked about for planting and just some of those steps, let us know. I mean, just let us know in the comments here. So in the meantime, I guess we can talk. The squirrels have been crazy.
Yeah, we've got some activity.
We've had lots of wildlife things happen. Yeah.
Yeah, I think everybody's coming in for dinner, so.
Oh yeah, look at them.
Yeah.
You guys can't see it, but they're
I'm gonna
behind us.
step off and read.
Okay. I know it's hard. Sorry guys, it's hard for us to see the small little screen over here with your comments. So Allison's checking it out as you're writing them. So.
Yeah, but we'll be back next week on Wednesday, and of course we're here every day. But live on Wednesday, we'll definitely, if this time works for you guys, 5 o'clock Pacific, we'll just plan on that.
Yeah, totally. And you know what, guys? We see Real Jingy on here, and that is so awesome. Thank you so much, Real Jingy. And anybody else that's watching, feel free to comment. I mean, this is wide open. You're not going to be Nothing bad's going to happen. It's a really open platform right here with us. We're really open people. There's no stupid questions.
No.
We just believe that to our core. So ask us anything. It's fine, especially about plants. It's great.
Yeah, we'll all get better at this, right?
Yeah, totally.
So for now, have a wonderful night, you guys, and stay safe out there.
Yep.
And we'll be back live next week.
Yep, next week.
I look forward to it.
5 p.m. So,
Yeah.
okay, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. See you later. Okay.